Hey everyone, how's it going today? Hope you guys are having an awesome day today. Today we are going to be working on Beryl. Now, as you know, last episode we worked on getting Beryl and putting it into our train here. And as you can see, I've adjusted things a little bit with the tracks, and the reason for that is in between episodes I replaced all of our 2-lane tracks with 4-lane tracks, with the notable exception up here I left it as 2 lanes since things were already really densely packed in here, and it would have been very difficult to get 2 extra lanes of tracks into here. And I figure there's not enough traffic in here to warrant 4 trains. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish trains. Plus, these which come every once in a while. So if we're going to keep building, I think that we'll just keep taking the track up this direction. And we can always branch out. There's tons of room over here. We could also quite easily figure out a way to get tracks through here instead of branching off like this to build them out over here. And there's plenty of room here. And we still have tons of room down this direction and over here as well. And, we can always build out our walls further if needed. But our tracks were getting a little congested, so I took the time and did that. It was quite a pain, honestly. There was a lot of issues that I ran into and things that I had to fix, but it's all working now. So we can utilize those tracks to move our Beryl back and forth. And our first step is I think we're going to come right over here for our Beryl factory. But let's take a look at Factory Planner. I have done a little work in here to prepare for doing 900 beryllium plates per minute. Now, we are not making 5,478 Beryl per minute, so there's no way we're going to be able to support this at this moment. But we're going to build it out as if we could. And the same was true for imersite. We can't support that amount of imersite right now. But we're gonna build it like we can, and then eventually we will hopefully be able to actually support it. So what we need are a ton of chemical plants, a few furnaces, a handful of casting machines, really not even that many. And then we are going to bring back ingots, and then here at the base then we will disassemble the ingots into the plates. So I'm going to grab all of these things. I'm also going to grab an extra landing pad, which I don't know what happened to the one that was in my inventory. So I'm going to grab an extra landing pad, and then we are going to come down here, and I will see you there to start the build. Alright guys, so we are down here. We are ready to start our Beryl factory, and I think that the first order of business will be we want to have a split off from our tracks here. So let's just quickly build that from our nice little blueprint book. If you would like that, you can join the Discord that we have. I will link that in the description below. And I'm more than happy to share any of the blueprints of any of my builds or any of my rails or anything. So just head on over there and ask for it, and I would be more than happy to give that out to anybody who would like it. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do here is we're going to set up a train that's going to be temporary. And this train is going to take the Beryl that we got last episode. So we need to have that. So let's do that here, and let's grab some electric from our main line. And ooh, it can reach. All right. And then this is just going to quickly be. We're just going to call this Beryl drop. This is not going to be permanent, as I said. Where is Beryl? Is this it right here? Yeah, it is. Okay. So we're just going to say Beryl drop, and we're going to go empty cargo. I don't know if it'll be able to come back by itself, so I might have to do some finagling over here, but that's okay. Because this track is not perfect by any means. Actually, can we move this? if we can move this, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna call this one barrel pickup, and we might be able to automate it. But we got barrel drop here. Let's just see if we can get this to happen, huh? Okay, this is just gonna be barrel pickup. Okay. And let's say barrel pickup, full cargo. Okay, nice. So we'll be able to automate it for the moment, I think. In the meantime, eventually this will be, we'll switch this out for the cargo landing pad. So we're actually gonna put a cargo landing pad here, and this is where the barrel will actually be coming in. So let's do this. Let's just put all the barrel into here. That way we can figure out exactly what we're gonna do and be acting as if you know, a rocket is just coming in with all of our barrel. So the first step in this process is to do beryllium sulfate. So that is going to be Beryl and sulfuric acid. So we have yet another sulfuric acid request. So let's also do another split off. This one's going to be for sulfuric acid. And let's get the last track in here. And then we will have a sulfuric acid train be able to come over here. And yeah, I guess we'll have the barrel kind of go down this direction, and we'll do the build kind of north to south, I guess. And then we will have a train stop here. This train stop will be for sulfuric acid, and we have pumps right here, pump and a pump. And then we can do a tank like this and like this. All right, so that's sulfuric acid. And let's just power that up. And then let's quickly add this to the train list. So this is gonna be, let's rename this to be this, and we'll call it barrel plate drop, I guess. And then if we come over here, kind of hard to see what's going on. Okay, here's our sulfuric acid train that has a million things that it's doing. So we're gonna add one more pickup, full cargo, one more drop for beryllium, and that's gonna be empty cargo or 30 seconds past. And we're gonna do that right now. So come over this direction, and it's gonna drop off some sulfuric acid for us, which I love. We should be keeping up with sulfuric acid demands everywhere else, but in case we're not, I will take a look at that at some point just to make sure that, see if there's maybe an easier way we can do that. What I might end up doing is doing some circuits with our train stops to do some automation of that. So depending on like sulfuric acid count, like actually request the train to come instead of just the train kind of doing a huge route. That would be a lot easier. Okay, so that is sulfuric acid. And this one is 26 chemical plants, and each of them are going to be fully beaconed and moduled. But that is going to make beryllium sulfate in sand, of course. Or no, it takes it. Oh wait, products. It does not take sand. It makes sand. I'm just confused by this byproducts of sand, but that's okay. I'll figure that out. So if we come over here, just making sure that everything looks right. Yep. So I see how it works. Okay, so it's 25% of the time it makes sand. Got it. Okay, so let's start doing our build right over here, I guess. Let's come down a little bit further so that there's room for belts. And this is going to be beryllium sulfate. And let's just clear these trees and rocks out of here just so we can see what the heck's going on. And these are going to be fully moduled and beaconed. So let's see, we have to deal with sulfuric acid coming in. We have to deal with Beryl coming in. We have to deal with 2 outputs plus water output plus all of our modules. So there's quite a lot to deal with, and these chemical plants are quite small, honestly. So let's see if we can do this. So we'll deal with the water like this, okay? And then we'll have like this, I guess. And then we'll have a belt coming through the middle, of course. And then this will be like this. And we'll do that. And then for sulfuric acid coming in, the question is, do we run it down the back? Yeah, I guess we can. Okay, so we'll do sulfuric acid like this, and then barrel in like this. How fast is this? 2 seconds. I don't think we need to upgrade these to stack inserters. I don't think that is necessary. And then if we do like this, these can reach, right? So then we can do a bunch of machines for each of these. Okay, cool. So I think that'll work. So let's copy that. So that's 2 buildings. That's 4 buildings. This is 6 buildings. And then we have, I think this is all this can reach, yep. So then we'll have 12 buildings. And then the question is do we do, I think we double this like this. Just because I don't think that these belts are fast enough to support, they need, each of these is taking 4 barrel every 2 seconds, so that's 2 barrel every second. And these are 30 items per second, so 2 barrel every second. Can support, I guess, 15 machines, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we could have done, we can do it all in one line, it seems. Okay, we'll do it all in one line, that's fine. Alright, so let's pick that up and instead do it over here. I love how fast you can change your mind and just rebuild it in 2 seconds. Alright, there we go. So that is 24 buildings. Yep, so we just need one more set of 2 buildings. So if we come back here, 2 more buildings, and these are gonna get their own beacons, sadly. Oh, actually, you know what? We can do 1 beacon for both. Just like this. And that'll work just fine. And then we can underground this. And then the way we're gonna power it is gonna be through substations on either side. Probably should have factored that in, but that's okay. Very easy to do. All right, and they're overlapping a little bit, but that's not a problem. And then we need some electric poles. There we go, okay. So that is exactly what we want, and I think we've got all of our barrel now. So if we come over here, just taking a look. Oh no, we still got 7,000 more coming. Okay, cool, that's cool. Okay, and then let's do, these are of course gonna have to be filtered to barrel. So we'll do that. All right, perfect. So those are now filtered to barrel because we are gonna have other things coming in here like rocket parts. All right, and then this one we will have come over this direction, right, like this. And then this one we'll be able to just scooch over 1 tile and come down. All right, and then we need to just hook up our sulfuric acid. So let's do that. So this is gonna come like this. And then over here, all right, that is sulfuric acid, and that is beryllium sulfate. Very nice. That was a very quick build. So the only question is can we handle the output? Yes. Yes, we definitely can. So then we need to figure out what to do. Well, we're going to need to do something with the sand, and I'll show you what I did, actually. I don't think I did this on camera. I set up a sandstone pickup stop over here, and basically it's just hooked up to this warehouse that gets the sand from all the crushing here, so you can start to see some of it coming in over here. And it's enabled when the amount of sand in that warehouse is greater than 2,000. It is not enabled right now, but a train will come and pick this up. Excuse me. when there is quite a lot of sand starting to build up in here. And I need to do it for a couple other places as well, like over here for this stone over here. But I've already done it for our copper build, and I still need to do it for our iron build. So that's what we're going to do here is we'll have a warehouse that will have a train come and pick it up. And the question is where do we want the train? I think the train can come through all the way down here. I think that's fine because, and let's see, so like right in here, I think we can do the warehouse. And the reason for that is, the reason we can do the train coming through here is this is excuse me, this track is going to be a very low traffic track in the future where it's just picking up rocket parts every once in a while. And we need to do output priority filter on beryllium sulfate like that. So that only sand would come this direction. Whoops, that's fine. Okay, and then let's not do that. Also looks like we're out of regular inserters. I think that was the only amount that I missed there. Let's do it like this. There we go. Okay, and then we will do a fast loader like this. Fast loader in. Okay, perfect. So that'll be sand. And then our next task, so that was 26 buildings doing beryllium sulfate. Now we need to do 10 total machines doing beryllium hydroxide. So we're going to need kyanite rods, and we are going to need water. So we still have to handle this water output here, but I think that that'll be easy because we'll just hook it into whatever water system is supplying this. And then, what's going on over here? Just building being damaged? Okay. We'll hook it into whatever water system is supplying the next process. So that'll be down here. And let's make sure these are lined up. They are. Okay, so this is going to be beryllium hydroxide. And it takes 25 beryllium sulfate every 15 seconds. Okay, yeah, so one belt should be fine to supply these. Let's see if we can actually turn them out. What happens if we turn them out? Like, would we be able to bring a belt down the middle and supply everything? That is the question. So it would be like this, I think. And then we need water. That actually that lines up absolutely perfectly, which is kind of cool. This is beryllium hydroxide. Okay. I think that would work, actually. Only issue is that we need kyanite rods on this beryllium sulfate transport belt. Actually, no, we don't. We can put kyanite rods on the outside. Why not? Why would we not be able to do that? I don't know. Okay, so then we can do some long-handed inserters like this, I think, with a belt going like this. And I guess it needs to be one tile further out, like here. And same over here. There we go. And then we can put pipes like this. Okay, I think that is good. These need to be fully moduled and beaconed as well. Will this work? That is the question. We can do an underground like this. I think that this will work. It won't be very pretty though, but I think it'll work. Okay. So these will only do 2 buildings then, I think. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Okay. What the heck? Okay, let's try that again. So we're gonna copy this, right? And we're gonna paste it down. We do not need those there. So that is 4 buildings. And I think that that's good, actually. So let's copy this again and paste it down here. Let's try that again. Copy it down. There we go. I think that this will work successfully. I can't move it closer. All right, so that's 8 buildings, and then we just need to do 2 more. So let's move back to the 2. Okay, I think that is everything. So that is, oh, and these are overloaded, shoot. But again, we can do the same trick that we did last time and just move the beacon to the end. Like this, and that will solve our issues. Okay, so this is gonna output beryllium hydroxide. So that's what's gonna be in this pipe, or yeah, this pipe here. And then we'll stop cryonite rods being output down to there. There we go. Okay, so we can pull this through, and again, we need to power it. Ooh, these are overloaded. That is not good. I think we'll do the same trick actually, and just do it like this. There we go. And then we'll throw the beacon in right over here. That's fine. Okay, that works out okay. It's not amazing, but it works out. Okay, and then as I said, we need to power it. So let's grab substation, and looks like it can hit everything right from there, which is pretty nice. Yep, just 3 substations to do all of that. Very cool. And then we do need to get cryonite rods in here, and I'm gonna need to pick up some more items because I'm basically out of track, and I need to do another outpost. And I also need to grab some more inserters and things. So, and some more belt and pipe, and because especially pipe, because we still have a bunch more chemical plants to do this beryllium powder. So we're gonna do that next. So let me go grab a bunch of items really quickly just to finish this off, and then we will be right back. Okay guys, we are back, and I have grabbed a bunch of stuff to finish off these builds, and also I wanted to switch these inserters back because the difference would annoy me. So definitely want to switch that back, and then we can throw all of these in here. And then in terms of rail, I think that, again, there's not much room here, is there? Okay, let's send you back to Beryl pickup. This train eventually will be doing stuff for us, but not right now. So this train right here, or this stuff right here, is gonna go away now that we've got all of our Beryl here. So we don't need that, and we don't need this either. We will do, as I said, we do need to do some stuff here. So what we're gonna do actually is we're gonna have a split off like this, that is gonna be able to pick stuff up from here. So we'll put a train stop back over here, I guess. And we should have room. Yep. Okay, we got room. So this is gonna go out, and this is gonna come in. There we go. Same here. Okay. And then this will come down here. And this is gonna do both the sand, and I think there's gonna be a cryonite drop train. Oh my gosh, and that lines up perfectly. How amazing. I definitely intended for that to happen. Don't worry guys, I didn't do that by accident or anything. Okay. So that'll be absolutely perfect, and we can just line it up just like that. And let's see. I can't really pick it up, or can't really copy it because reasons. So we can do this. Why does it say there's a train at this stop? Oh no, it's at the other stop. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay, that's fine. It'll come here eventually, and we'll actually do a condition on this one as well. That'll be enable disable when sand is greater than 6,000, which is a full cargo load. And then we'll set that up. Okay, and then we just need to power this up, just like this. Guess that'll work. Okay, so that train will come eventually and pick stuff up. And in the meantime, what I was going to do though is I was going to put some signals here, which means that this actually needs to be a chain signal down here, because dealing with one-way tracks is a little bit dangerous. You can definitely get burned, and I have in the past, which is why I know that I need to do that. But what we're going to do is we're going to have a split off right over here, I guess. That'll do cryonite rods. And this will not have to be supplied very often at all. I'm going to do a warehouse just because it's nice and simple and I think it looks nice. But we are not going to do a full warehouse of cryonite rods. This is going to be an incredibly small amount of cryonite rods that we're going to put in here. And this, I kind of want to do like this thing to request cryonite rods. So maybe we'll do the enable disable thing. And I kind of want to do that, as I said, for that sulfuric acid train as well. I think it's a slick way of dealing with trains that have to go multiple places. I don't know that we're going to have to go multiple places with a cryonite train, but you never know. I think that there probably are other things that we'll be able to do. And this can be a regular signal. Just making sure that everything looks good. Okay. So, I guess we do need to get cryonite rods over here. And I don't have a train set up to do cryonite rods either, so we have to do that as well. So that'll be fun. But we can set up the rest of the infrastructure at least before we get those working. So, this is beryllium powder. And it just needs the beryllium hydroxide. Nice. And how many buildings do we need doing that? 9 buildings. Okay. Although it says 9.08, but it's okay. Okay, so then this, let's see. How are we gonna do this? Can this fit like in the middle here maybe? And this does beryllium powder and outputs water as well. We can fit the water in here perfectly once more. Okay, that's again intentional by me. I definitely meant to do that. And then the beryllium hydroxide can come down out here. There we go. And then this will be like this, and this will be productivity once more. We can move it up a little bit actually. Okay, so we needed 9 buildings. We'll do 10 though, mainly because the 10, it said 9.08, so we might as well do 10. I mean, it kind of feels weird to do an odd number of buildings. Okay, so that's 4. And this is... Oh, shoot, that overloads them. Okay, fine. Fine. We will do it differently. We will do it like this, so it doesn't overload them. Alright, there we go. And then we just need 2 more buildings. Just like this. Will that work? Yes, that will. Okay. Very nice. And we got, let's see, I'm just making sure everything's hooked up. Looks like it is. So we just need to power all of this. Again, we can do substations that unfortunately can't be centered, but that's okay. Let's do it here and here. Okay, awesome. So that's everything basically. We do need to deal with the water system. Now, how we're going to deal with this is a very good question. Where is the closest water? Right over here. Alright, so we can make 2 of these, craft a bunch of stuff that we don't need to craft, but that's fine. So we're going to do a storage tank right over... Let's do it down here where there's some room. I think we can do it like this. Yeah. We'll do it like this. Cannot connect systems containing, oh, this is containing a different fluid. Gotcha. Okay, well, actually we can just do this. This is fine. Okay, now it won't be containing a different fluid. There we go. Okay, so water will come down here. And then we'll have water come in here, I guess. And then we'll do a pump like this. And this pump will be connected up to the water source, and it'll just say pump into here when water is less than 2,500. That way our water will stay very stable and we'll never end up with too much. And then we just need to run this over for water. So let's get max reach and see how far we can go without our pipes getting messed up by something. Hey, we did it absolutely perfectly. That's awesome. Okay, and then we can do a pump right down here that lines up also perfectly, which I also totally intended. And then we'll do the exact same for these power poles. Oh, and we're already at some power poles, so just throw that down there. This will get water coming in, and our tank should have 2,500 water in it. It has 2,600, but that's fine. Perfectly close. This thing should be shut off, which it is. Uh-oh. Dude, that's this. Classic. Classic. That sucks, man. Yet again. I think that's like the third or fourth cargo rocket that I've had go off course. Which freaking sucks, because now all these... Now we're going to have a ton of rocket parts in here, I think. Let's see. If we look here... How many rocket parts do we have in there? 3 packed sections and 113 regular sections. So we literally have enough rocket sections to make a whole rocket. Cool. And why is there so little vulcanite being made? This is just full of stone, I guess, and can't be output. Okay, so it looks like I have some figuring things out to do. Over here, just really quickly before we get back to the Beryllium build, what I'm thinking is this is doing everything right now. Like this is transporting imersite, vulcanite, and all the trash stuff like rock and stone and sand and barrels and empty or used uranium cells. So what I'm thinking is that we'll do maybe a second rocket over here that just ships all the trash back to Novice, like all the stone and stuff like that. I think that will end up working out nicely because this just I don't think is sustainable. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. All right, so I think this is almost everything now. We just have to do we still have to do 2 more steps though, which is kind of nuts. So this is gonna, oh, I guess I didn't deal with output here, did I? Okay. I did not think about the output for some reason. All right, so we're gonna do output this way, I guess. And how much is this output? 8 every 2 seconds. Jeez Louise, that's quite a lot actually. So we're gonna do stack inserters, and we're gonna have to do every other, being dropping on the near side. Okay, and then let's copy this and paste it. Can I do this? Yes, I can. Nice. Okay, that worked out well. Okay, so this is going to be the powdered stuff, and we're like kind of far back from the rails now, so I kind of want to go back towards the rails. I'm not sure, because we need to bring in pyroflux now, so maybe we will go back towards the rails for the pyroflux build. So let's bring the belts like this. And so for this build, this is going to be 9 industrial furnaces. So we'll just do 10 industrial furnaces, even though they won't be fully supplied. And are these are speed moduled. Okay, not prod modded. Okay. So here we go, 10 of these. And we'll put, I guess, right here. And let's just select this just so we know what's up with inputs and stuff like that. So we do need to do powdered beryllium in maybe on the outside, I guess. Yeah, this I think actually will work out just fine, because what we'll do is we'll have the buildings like this. I want to be able to fit beacons in between them, so kind of like this. Yeah, that'll work out. And then we'll do this over here, and then we'll have inputs like this. Okay, that'll work out. And then we need a bunch of speed modules here. Honestly, a ton of speed modules. And then we'll do 2 more buildings here doing the same thing. But we'll line up the pyroflux together. So pyroflux like this, and then we'll do the molten beryllium like this, I think. And we're just gonna connect it all up together. And then we can fit in one substation like that, and that'll work out pretty nicely, actually. So that's molten beryllium. So that's 4. We need 10. This is 8. And then we just need 2 more. So I guess we'll just copy all of this stuff and do 2 more like this. Okay, that is 10. Very nice. And then we'll get rid of these belts that are extra. And this coming out down here will be all the molten beryllium, which then the last thing we need to do is just casting machines. We need 14 of them, so 7 aside. And let's do it like, how are we gonna do this? We need to do it maybe like this. Maybe 1 more. Let's see, if we have a belt right here for ingots, right? And we have this coming out. We can do it like this, I think. This is gonna be beryllium ingots, and then we need 14 of them. Whoops, I copied the pipe along with it. I did not need to do that. Okay, this is what we want. So this is 6, 8, 10, whoops, not like that. 10, 12, 14 of them. Very nice. And then we can module all of these. And then, oh, we can almost get them all with just 2 modules, or 2 beacons, which would have been sick, but sadly, not going to happen. And then we can output the ingots there. And again, power it with substations, just 2 of them, or 3 of them, I guess. Okay, so that is the whole process done. So now we just need to input cryonite rods and pyroflux, and I think that that's it, actually. We've got the water, we've got everything else. We literally just need to handle the output here, and we need to handle pyroflux and cryonite. Okay, cool. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go make a cryonite rod train, and then I'm going to actually, yeah, then I'm going to make some stations here, and then we will hook it all up together right at the end. I will be back for that. All right, guys, so as you can see, I have a cryonite train set up. And wait, where are you going? Stop it. Empty cargo. Okay, go back to the drop, please. Thank you. Just like, was like, yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna go now. Okay, bye. We do not want that. Bad train. Okay, so we have power over here, And I'm only bringing one row of this, and I'm gonna turn this off when we're gonna enable disable the train when cryonite rods enabled condition. Cryonite rods are less than 100. Okay, so when it gets down to half of a stack, we will finally go, or we'll finally enable the station again. Okay, that'll be good. And then we're gonna have them come in right over here, and let's just set this up before we get them going, just so that we can be sure where they're gonna go. So they're gonna come right like this. There we go. And then we can have them come right this direction. And through all these stones here. And we'll do output right like this. There we go. And right through here. Perfect. That is cryonite rods. Of course, the train will leave here very shortly. But it will come back pretty quickly, I think, because we have to have the belts fill up first. So that'll be good. And as you can see, we are going to start working on our beryllium hydroxide here pretty quickly. They are relatively slow. It's not like the fastest thing ever by any stretch of the imagination. But now that those have started, these will start down here. And ooh, that color just is so nice. Look at that color. Okay, the question is, why are these not working? Oh, they are. They're just not getting quite enough beryllium hydroxide, but I'm sure as these continue working, it'll start filtering down. And then we're getting our beryllium powder over here, which means we just need to finish up our pyroflux train, which I have a little bit of a rail coming in over here for the pyroflux train, as well as one other train. So let's continue. Do we want to continue bringing this down? Nah, we'll just belt it over. Okay, and then we're gonna have this rail split right here. How are we gonna do this? Dang, trees are in the way. All right, goodbye, trees. Okay, so we will have this come over like this. Have it come down straight like this, and I guess we'll have this come down over here. And then, let's see, signaling wise, going out, like, or going in like this, going out like this. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. This is just one track, and looks like there's a small gap missing right here. One rail, very cool. All right, so now that that one rail is finished, so we're gonna have, as I said, two trains coming in down here. One of them is gonna be for pyroflux, so we'll do that right here. And actually, I don't think we have very much pyroflux right now. What am I doing? Why am I don't know why I'm building this. Just my brain was going one way and my words were going another. Okay, so we actually need to do this. So this is gonna be pyroflux. And I think I'm going to do a similar thing to pyroflux as I am going to do to sulfuric acid, in that I'm going to start turning stations off when they don't need it, because we're starting to build up the amount of stations that need pyroflux. And then this station over here, this one is going to be the ingots. So let's pull our ingots over, and of course it's right in the way. Okay, there we go. We're gonna pull our ingots right over here, and we are going to input them into our warehouse. Very cool. And then this one is gonna be pyroflux, and that also changing how we do the stations. We won't have to rename them all differently. We'll have just one pickup, one drop, and then they'll enable disable, I think, when it needs to request sulfur or sulfuric acid or whatever. So this one is going to be, right now, it's going to be pyroflux, and we're just going to say beryllium ingots drop. It's fine. And I don't, like I said, I don't think we have very much. Yeah, there's literally no pyroflux left. And also our rocket crashed. So I'm going to have to go deal with some issues picking up pyroflux, but for the meantime, we're gonna add a drop, and we're gonna say empty cargo or 30 seconds passed, blah, blah, blah. And then we're also going to say pickup full, and we're going to switch these. Okay, so not perfect by any means, and let's see, we can also copy the color. Very cool. This one is going to be Beryllium pickup, and I guess we'll do this Beryllium ingot pickup, and we'll figure out a cool color for that. And then last but not least, we just need to do stack inserters into the train, and that is everything. That literally, as soon as the pyroflux shows up and we hook it up, so let's hook it up actually really quickly. Just come down here, and let's see if we can line this up. Should be close. It is perfect. Just eyeballing it, you know, no big deal. We actually do need to do a couple more of these, just like this. And last but not least, this one. Of course, that I did not line up. Okay, and then we just need to do this and this. All right, so as soon as we get some pyroflux, this will start working. And last but not least, let's just come back over to our main base and make sure, well, first of all, let's make sure everything is signaled properly here. It needs to be all chain signals going in. This needs to be a chain signal. Same over here, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. This needs to be a chain signal as well, because we need a train to stop here so it's not blocking any trains trying to get out, if there are any. Okay, and then we're just going to come back over to our main base, and we are going to set up the train grabbing the beryllium ingots, which is going to be right over here. So this is going to be the original train that we were going to do for beryllium coming in from outer space, but it's just going to be over here. So let's see, warehouse, let's make it a passive provider warehouse, actually. We do need to change that, and there we go. All right, so that can go right there, and we will fill up a warehouse. I do not mind filling up a full warehouse full of beryllium ingots. That's fine by me. We've killed the power over here. Not that it matters, because we have basically no pyroflux. Actually, hold on. We have 800 somehow. Did we get... I don't know where we got 800 from, but let's go over here and drop it off and see if we can get some beryllium ingots out, huh? And then this, we're going to kill these stations. Actually, we're going to rename Beryllium Pickup to be... this one is going to be Beryllium Ingot. Let me get out, not die. Okay, cool. So we had just enough pyroflux to do some processes over here, so we'll be able to see some ingots hopefully start getting made. Oh my gosh. And we need sand. We need sand, guys. I did not realize this. I, of course, did not look. So not only does my build not get to look cool like this, but we also need to get yet another item in here that I am not sure how we're going to get in here. Very cool. Okay, well, I guess that is going to have to wait till next time, because this episode has already lasted quite a while. But we have made some very, and I was just thinking, oh yeah, we're just going to start making some ingots here. Very cool. I don't think it'll be too bad. We can move this out like here-ish, and we can get a belt of sand in here, but that means that we need to get... this is doing sand, isn't it? So do we really want to use this? How much sand does this take? 2 sand. This probably is not making enough sand for us to just fully supply it by itself, if that makes sense. Like, this can't supply all of this, I would guess. So I think what we can do is have, like, all of this sand be prioritized to coming over here, actually. Actually, you know what? We can try and do that. So actually, what's going to happen is we are not going to be words. We're not going to be words here. All right, so let's just change this output priority here to this beryllium sulfate. No, so what I'm saying is we are not going to be getting rid of sand here. We're going to be bringing in sand here. That's actually really easy, and we can have our trash train that is grabbing sand from other places come here before it goes anywhere else first, and we'll still disable this. But instead of it being greater than 6,000, we'll say less than 6,000. And this train, this is actually going to be, I think what we'll do is that we'll actually change this here. This is going to be, we want to make sure that only sand comes here though, not stone. We don't want stone coming in here. So this is not going to be stone sand pickup. This is going to be sand drop, I guess. And I don't think we're going to use this train. Goodbye. It can't leave. Oh, it's because I named it sand drop. Sand only drop, I guess. Okay, and then send this to sand drop. Okay, get out of here. All right, we'll figure out a cool little system to do that, I think. But in the meantime, we can just run this sand down here, and we can make some beryllium ingots. So this actually works out very nicely. Okay, so it's gonna be right here, I think, and yep. Okay, and we'll just do this, and then we can copy that, and we can rotate it like this, and there we go. Nice. Okay, and then we'll do a splitter right here. And this splitter, here we go. Okay, and then okay, that actually works out super nicely. And then, like I said, we just need to do these a little bit further back, which is totally fine. It's not gonna hinder anything. And then we can just power everything up. Check it out. Okay, that's a cool little interaction, I think. That this is like making byproducts for this. And over here, what we'll do is we'll say input priority is gonna be from these buildings. So that way, when they output sand, it'll come over here first, which is super cool. And I guess that was all the ingots that we could get, huh? A measly 12 ingots. Very cool. But hey, we got some ingots. And then this train right here, not this train, this train, is gonna do, it's not gonna be called barrel pickup. This is gonna be barrel ingot drop. Okay, so then we can do barrel ingot drop, empty, barrel ingot pickup, full. And it's gonna come over here, and it's gonna pick up these meager 12 ingots, but hey, it's something. And now what we can do, before I forget, is we can come over here. We can change this. Let's not do this, actually. Let's come over here first. This one is going to be barrel landing pad. Pad. And then we'll come over here. And why are there belts in here? Okay, I did. Did I leave inserters here? Thank goodness I did. Okay, let's do this. Let's change this to space belt. And then we need to do this, I guess. Okay, we're gonna empty. I don't know why I have all those space belts there, but whatever. We're gonna change this to be Barrel landing pad, very good. And we're going to change it to launch on green signal when cargo full. So we do want the cargo to be full. Let's just take a look. Cargo is full, yes. When cargo full. Check that out. So we should see a huge infusion of Beryl coming in here very shortly. I just want to make sure this whole process works like I'm hoping it will. Oh, and we still need to pick up, oh gosh. We still need to pick up rocket parts from here too, but that's fine. You joking me? Okay. As I explained at the beginning of last episode, literally the whole reason that I wanted to be doing astronomical research is so that this doesn't happen. This is the second time this episode that a cargo rocket has crashed, so... Oh, and that's so much Beryl. Alright guys, well, I'm gonna try and clean up this absolute freaking mess. But you know what is supposed to happen, at least. So we have a few little kinks to work out here, like figuring out the sand issue, and I need to figure out pyroflux, and I need to clean up 20,000 Beryl or whatever the frick is here. Goodness sakes, that's a lot of Beryl to pick up. Alright, so I'm going to work on doing all of that, guys, but that is going to be it for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode and seeing my misery as yet another rocket has crashed. By the time next episode rolls around, all of this machinery and whatnot will be functional here, and hopefully building some wonderful Beryl plates so that we can go up to orbit and get to work on starting these awesome new techs and doing some cataloging and insighting and all sorts of stuff. But that's gonna have to wait till next time. Thank you guys, as I said, for watching, and I will see you all on the next episode.